फाटल्या वर्साच्या तुळेत या वर्सात जून सुक्यार गेल्ल्याचो नोंद जाला। IMDAच्या म्हणण्याप्रमाण गोंयांत आता मेरेन पावसाची 71% उणाव जाल्ल्याचे नोंद जाला। ही परिस्थिती 2023 वर्सा पळोवपाक मेळिल्ली। पावसाळ्यात कळाव जावपाक फक्त हवामान बदल न्हय तर वाडपी कॉन्क्रीटकरण जापसालदार आसा, अशें NIOचे निवृत्त शास्त्रज्ञ डॉक्टर MR रमेश कुमारान सांगला।
उनो पावसाळो गोंयांत पावलो आसलो तरी पावस पडपाचो अदमास मेळूंक ना। IMDच्या आंकडेवारी प्रमाण जून म्हयन्यांत आता मेरेन 71% उणाव जाल्ल्याचो नोंद जाला। ताका लागून राज्यांतली धरणां, बांयो आनी तळ्यांतल्या उदकाची पातळी उणी जायत आसा। हाका लागून नागरिकां मदीं चिंतेचें वातावरण निर्माण जाला। अंदूच्या पावसाची निमाणी स्थिती फक्त जून म्हयन्यांत निमाणे मेरेन स्पश्ट जातली। मजगतीं NIOचो रिटायर्ड सायंटिस्ट दोतोर MR रमेश कुमाराच्या म्हणण्या प्रमाण कॉन्क्रीट आनी टायल्स वापर जाल्ल्यान पावसाचें उदक जमनीक उरना। ताका लागून बांय आनी तळी सुकपाक लागल्यात। पावसाचो कळाव आनीक वाडलो जाल्यार राज्याक उदकाच्या उणावाक गंभीर संकश्टाक तोंड दिवचें पडूंक येता, अशें मत ताणें मांडलें।
The monsoon came on time. That's on 6th of June 2026. There are several factors which actually led to the, let us say, the weak monsoon activity over the Indian subcontinent. One is actually the cross-sector flow was quite weak. The low-level jet or the westerlies into the Indian subcontinent or the peninsular India was less. Further to that, we had also almost no convectional system either in the Arabian Sea or in the Bay of Bengal. El Nino, which is actually happening over the eastern equatorial Pacific Ocean. All these things have actually led to one of the most pronounced deficit in the month of June. In fact, we have almost 18% deficit. Only 18% of rainfall fell over the state of Goa. In fact, last 2 days, yesterday and today morning, we had almost hardly any rainfall over the entire state of Goa, which is actually a very bleak situation. And there are two important, let's say, atmospheric circulations. One is the tropical easterly jet, which happens at a height of about 14 or 15 kilometers in the atmosphere. And the other thing is what we call a low-level jet, which is at a height of about 1.5 or 1,100 meters. These are the two important atmospheric phenomena which happens. Drinking water and hydroelectric. In fact, 70 to 90% of our mean annual rainfall comes during the period June to September. Our entire Indian subcontinent except for the Tamil Nadu meteorological subdivision. So agriculture is purely dependent, especially from the irrigation point of view, or rain-fed regions are purely dependent on the monsoon. Drinking water, it will reduce the level, actually the various dams, which will put a pressure on so many things. And one major thing which has happened is actually we don't have enough facilities for recharging the groundwater, unlike other states. 70% of the earth is covered with oceans. It's the evaporation from the oceans which plays an important role. So there's an extra warming of the oceans. That and land warming. If the difference is reduced, that won't bring in the moisture or into the peninsular India. From 1st June up to 30th of September, this is what we call the monsoon period or summer monsoon period. Every day it does not rain the same way. Some days it rains very heavily. That's what we call an active monsoon coming. And some days it's actually weak. The monsoon is actually like, say, a major thing which is happening. But unfortunately, the state like Goa is actually following the footsteps of Kerala. Kerala gets almost 3 meters or 3,000 millimeters of rainfall. The same is the case actually with Goa. But neither the Kerala nor the government of Goa is actually recharging. We need to have actually the more and more of recharging of the groundwater. Baina, ponds na. See, good old days we used to have a lot of paddy fields, etc. When you go from Donapal to Panjim, on both the sides we had actually, I was working in Tanay, so both sides we had actually paddy fields. So these paddy fields are actually a major source of actually groundwater recharging. Baina means well, and everywhere put concrete. Tiles are galta. So if there are tiles and tiles, and unless there's a recharging of the groundwater, mellow. See, everything goes into the Arabian Sea.
So it doesn't go in
It doesn't go into this one.
So this also pattern need to be changed.
It needs to be changed.
So concrete.
We need to do rainwater harvesting.
गोमंतक TV खातीर रिपोर्टर विलियम रॉड्रिगीस।